Welcome to another episode of Fashion Musings. I'm really excited for this one because this is, I don't know if I should find this funny or really diabolical and sad, but we are so brain rotten that now we want to Birkinify a bag. What the hell does it mean to Birkinify a bag? Yes. Where should I begin with this? There's a lot to unpack here. Even if it seems like another silly TikTok trend, it truly elucidates a lot about how we as a society value instant gratification instead of personality building. To quickly explain what Birkinifying a bag means, I will read some quotes of an article by Country in Town House. Are you Jane Birkinifying your bag? By Charlie Colville. Jane Birkinifying your bag refers to the act of accessorizing, in this case our bags, with charms, ribbons, stickers, badges, and keychains that give it a more bespoke look, one that gives some insight into you specifically. Pretty sure we're all familiar with Jane Birkin beating up her Birkin bags, shoving them full of things, having keychains, accessories on them, and whatnot. So we're aspiring again, we're trying to copy again a fashion art icon, Jane Birkin, and by buying a bag or buying lots of trinkets, keychains, ribbons, whatever, to put on your bag, you're doing exactly the opposite of what Jane Birkin did with her bag, which was using it for years and years and years and years, and accessorizing it with actual true life experience and memories and souvenirs. This truly baffles my mind because I've never thought that I would be sitting here explaining why you shouldn't or should put a keychain on your bag, but this is the state we're currently in. So, and I think it has to be taken seriously. Anyone who is into beauty and fashion and personal, authentic self expression, this trend further accentuates the fact that we've become so desensitized to stuff, to the stuff we own, that we find it intriguing and interesting when people have things in their wardrobe and their personal style that are actually used and look like it and have signs of use and love and signs of aging. Basically, we're so immune to the signs of natural aging and authentic personal life experience that is so personal and that expresses how a person can love one thing and wear it every day, the same thing. It's like an exotic fantasy for us to have one bag or two bags and to wear them every day and to really love them and still wear them even if they are beat up and have mismatching keychains on it and whatnot. It's just so interesting how we find this so fascinating that we want to emulate it by buying keychains which don't have an innate personal value because we didn't buy them on a vacation or we didn't got a little knickknack from a friend or a family member. It's literally us going into a fast fashion store or even worse, buying them online to then put on a mini ketchup bottle keychain on your bag to be that girl. I mean, by explaining this, it's already apparent how ridiculous and counterintuitive that actually is. Instead of actually investing in one thing and wearing it and loving it for the next decade or 2 or 3 or 5, we are buying more and more and more to emulate and make it seem as if this bag is actually lived in and loved and is a part of us, like an extension of us, just becomes a part of our daily uniform. And this is why I don't love this whole XXL shopper bag trend that is currently going on, even though I love me a big shopper bag. But for example, the new Coach bag, the big one, it has like this shading on it, which kind of emulates this old used leather effect. And I find it honestly disturbing how we're not able to discipline ourselves to one thing and one thing only, and instead of doing that, buying things that look like it, or again, cosplaying as someone we are not, and cosplaying as if this bag is so loved and these charms on it are so personal and reflect our personality, when in fact, like a mini ketchup bottle or a mini fry or whatever y'all put on these bags does not reflect you as a person. But what does reflect you though are some trinkets from a vacation, something your little cousin made for you, something truly personal that accumulates with time and not instantly. And I think it's a lack of discipline, a lack of patience, maybe even, and this urge for constant gratification. And I think that social media is literally creating a personality stagnation with trends like this. Therefore, the approach to beauty and by extension the approach to personal style gets completely lost. My 2 cents to this is that we should shift this energy that we put into looking for the beat up bag, looking for the next best bag or the cute keychain or whatever, to shift that energy to activities that nurture us, to hobbies, to reading books, to learning a new skill, to learning about a new field of knowledge that may have nothing to do with your everyday life but adds to you as a person and makes you interesting. And by doing that, instead of concentrating on micromanaging your bag, you will maybe find something much more valuable, which is your true essence and your innate beauty and what you bring to the bag and not what the bag brings to you. So let me know if that made some sense to you, what you think about this whole Jane Birkin-ifying your bag. Um, yeah, just let's talk about it. I'm intrigued by the topic, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted to put something on my bag, but I didn't. I didn't, and I hope you didn't too. Only if you have something that is truly valuable to you. Um, yeah, maybe I'm way too dramatic. Probably I am, but maybe even not. Honestly, no, I'm not dramatic. It's just I'm too passionate about actual icons like Jane Birkin, and I believe that everyone can be an icon like that if we stop copying those same icons and instead embrace what we have, what we innately can bring, what we can bring out from the inside. And yeah, these are my thoughts on that. Like I said, please let me know what you think about this. Let's talk, let's muse about it, and I can't wait for our next fashion musing.